first of all, congratulations. This is the 5th time that you have won this award, and recently you reached 24 Grand Slams. So it seems like sky is still the limit for you.
Thank you so much. It's a great honor again to be a winner of this very prestigious award. Laureus organization was founded 25 years ago on the premise and with the mission that sport has the power to change the world. Johan Rupert, Nelson Mandela combined believed in that mission and believed in that phrase and the power and the values that sport stands for. So of course it is completely different kind of award from any other award that I have been receiving in my career, because the award for the best athlete or any other award really tonight has been voted from academy members. There's I think 68 or 69 academy members, all legends of their respective sports, champions that really understand what it takes to master your craft or to achieve certain great heights in your sport. So that's even a greater honor. When I was speaking on the stage, I was trying not to look at the tables and make eye contact with these legends because I was too nervous. But yeah, it's really amazing feeling, and even though I've won it for the 5th time, I still feel like it's the first time. So I'm very, very touched and very honored.
We're going to open it now to the floor, so please raise your hand. Lots of questions. Let's begin here with the first row, please.
José Miguel Márquez for El Generacional. NOVAK, hello, congrats for your new award. In your opinion, how is your legacy to young people in and out of the court? Thank you.
Well, I thank you for the question. I want to believe and I hope that I am creating my legacy in a positive way, that I'm impacting young people around the world in a positive way, in a way that inspires them not only to take the tennis racket, but whatever they do, whether it's sports or anything that they're really proud of, that, you know, my success or my life or my personality is able to inspire them, to motivate them to choose the positive direction in life. And, you know, tonight I was listening to so many inspiring athletes that I look up to. And one of the things that really stuck with me is, you know, how many young people through sport have been impacted by the Laureus organization. It's over 7 million people, young people around the world. So, you know, mostly the kids that are affected in a negative way on the streets, you know, that have different challenges, violence, and sport has given them another opportunity, is giving them a way to really go against those social challenges and ills that the street represents. So sport really unifies. Sport sends the message of peace, respect, and that's what all of us, you know, that are part of the sport, we really want ultimately. Of course you want to win awards, you want to create your own story, your own legacy, but in the end of the day, when we draw the line and see what's happening in the world today with wars and division in the society, which is crazy, and sport is one of the rare, I would say, areas of the society that really brings people together of different culture and traditions and nations. So yeah, I just really hope that sport will continue to grow and continue to affect young people in a positive way.
Next question, left, please. Go ahead.
Hi Novak, first of all, congratulations on the Laureus. I'm going to ask you about another Laureus winner, Jude Bellingham. You were with him yesterday in the game against Barca. Why do you think he's making this impact in the sport and in Spain? Thank you.
Well, I met him actually earlier today and I congratulated him on amazing achievements for such a young age, but also his goal yesterday came in the 90th minute. I was there, I was present. It was amazing atmosphere, amazing energy on the stadium. I was just saying to Spanish TV in the interview 5 minutes ago that, I mean, I'm not an expert of football, but, you know, I was really noticing some other, let's say, elements of mentality, approach, dedication, presence, focus, you know, reactions from Jude particularly, but also other players, because I love to see other sports and other athletes and how they perform, not just whether they score a goal or not in football, but, you know, all of the things that are happening in 90 minutes. So he was, you know, what I was impressed with is that he was like always trying to make these runs, and he was not getting the right balls, and he was getting a bit frustrated, but then he was waiting for the right opportunity. He was serious, professional, dedicated, patient, and believed that the chance will come, and it came in the right moment, and he decided the game. So, and he's only 20, so that's a feature or characteristic of a great champion. And I think the fact that he's also humble, seems like a very nice guy, nice person, and appreciates and respects the sport, respects the Real Madrid, and respects everybody. I think those are the values that really young kids relate to, and they identify themselves, because also he's so young, so they feel it is possible, you know, to play for Real Madrid and to play at the highest level at such a young age. You know, in our sport we have Alcaraz and you know, Sinner at such a young age also doing incredible things. So it's beautiful to see. You know, you always want to see young people making these breakthroughs and in a way skipping steps that people don't expect them to do so quickly, but they manage. So Jude is an exceptional player and seems like a very nice person with a good family values. So I wish him all the best.
Hi Novak, Héctor González for Cadena Ser Radio.
I should offer that to you, though. That's the water.
Hi Novak.
Go ahead, sorry.
How are you feeling after your news to not be here in Madrid and Mutua Madrid Open? And if you wait to be in Rome or in Roland Garros, how are you feeling after your announcement?
Well, you know, unfortunately I will not be playing in Madrid tournament this year. Hopefully next year. You know, I'm still young, I have a lot of time ahead of me. But you know, I'm preparing myself, my body to be ready for, particularly for Roland Garros, Wimbledon, Olympic Games, US Open. You know, that's the block that is most important block of the tournaments of the year for me. I'm intending on playing in Rome, so you know, I hope I can be there, I can play, get myself ready. This year has been a bit different for me, the start, still finding the best level of tennis, and hopefully that can come in Roland Garros.
In the center, please.
Hi Novak, nice to meet you. I'm Héctor from Mexico High Sports TV. What is the main secret to be the #1 of the world? And will you play again in Acapulco in Mexico soon? Thank you.
I would love to play in Mexico again. I have played only once and had a great time. I was very surprised with how popular tennis is in Mexico, so I can't wait to go back, maybe the next year, let's see. It's hard to say there's one thing or one secret to be #1 in the world in our sport. It's a very demanding sport, it's an individual sport. A lot of things have to, excuse me, have to come together for you to achieve that. It's the highest goal, other than Grand Slam, the highest goal is to be #1 and to stay #1 for a long time. It's obviously a very difficult challenge. It doesn't depend, I guess, only on you. It depends also on the surrounding, the team of people that you have, the kind of a methodology of training that you have, recovery, how well are you able to perform, for how long, how well are you able to keep your body and mind fit and sane. So yeah, it takes a lot of steps to get there, and even more to stay there. So it's probably the highest peak that you have to climb as a tennis player.
We have more questions. On the right, please.
Hi Novak, congratulations.
Thank you.
You've recently announced a change in Goran and you parting ways. I wonder, are you actively looking for a coach? And if not, would you consider
Are you available?
Would you consider doing a Nick Kyrgios approach and not having a coach at all, just coaching yourself?
Oh, I thought Nick Kyrgios as my coach, so I misunderstood.
That would be good as well, but...
I don't know what would be better, me, his coach, or he's my coach. Yeah, I am considering that as well. You know, I'm considering whether I should or shouldn't have the coach. I'm considering different things currently, but you know, I had a really good time with Nenad Zimonjic as my coach in the last 3 weeks. So, you know, we're talking about continuing and seeing. You know, let's see. You know, I'm going to make the decision in the next period. I'm not rushing. You know, I feel like you know, playing professional tennis for over 20 years and doing a lot of, you know, having a lot of different teams and, you know, coaches, and it's not like I think I don't need a coach at all. I think there is always value in having a quality coach and quality team, fitness coach, physio, mental coach. I think it's all important because it all creates a formula for success, and it helps you perform better, train better, recover better, stay on the top for as long as you possibly can. But I think I'm also at the phase of stage of my career where I can afford to maybe think if having no coach is also an option. Let's see. You know, I'm gonna make my decision soon.
First row, please.
Hello, Novak here.
First row.
And you just mentioned that in Olympic Games in Paris this summer. How important is that possible gold medal for you, for your career, for your legacy in the sport? Thank you.
Well, I'm thinking about it, and I think it is possible. If I don't think it's possible, I probably would not be playing in the Olympic Games. You know, you always have to believe that everything is possible in life, and Olympic Games are the oldest and most prestigious sporting event in the history of the sport. It's a huge honor to be representing Serbia in the Olympic Games. So I hope I can be healthy, fit, and I hope I can play my best tennis, because in the end of the day, who knows if I'll get another chance to play at the Olympic Games. They only come every 4 years. I said recently that I would really want to play at least till LA Olympic Games, but you never know, you know, at this stage what can happen or how far I can go. So I'll try to use this opportunity as best possible.
On the left, the standing man, please.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Novak por aquí. Javi Gómez, Cadena COPE. Creo que me entiendes, que me puedes contestar en castellano. Otro de los premiados hoy ha sido Rafael Nadal y su mujer por la Fundación Rafael Nadal. No sé, aquí en España tenemos mucha nostalgia cada vez que debemos volver a una pista de tenis, cada vez que intenta volver a practicar el deporte que le mueve por dentro y que mueve a todos los españoles. No sé si a ti también te da nostalgia, si te gusta, si te emociona cada vez que Rafa Nadal vuelve a intentarlo, vuelve a intentar jugar al tenis.
Sí, tengo yo también, porque tengo mucho respeto para Rafa. Rafa es una buena persona, un jugador que es una leyenda de nuestro deporte, mi más importante rival del todo tiempo. Al inicio de esta temporada en Australia he dicho que espero que podamos ver Rafa al mínimo 1 o 2 torneos que puede jugar, y yo espero individualmente que puedo jugar contra él al menos una otra vez. Pero es en este momento no puede dar una predicción para futuro, pero es increíble todo que ha riuscito a hacer en su carrera como atleta, pero también con su mujer, con su familia, con la fundación. Perdona. He inspirado a muchos jóvenes en España, pero también global en todo el mundo. Por eso, mucho respeto para él.
2 final questions, please. Back in the center.
Hi, Novak, Andrew Binner, Olympics.com. Paris 2024 is going to see the biggest IOC refugee team delegation ever. What is your message to these athletes, and maybe a bit of advice for them as well?
Yes, that's really very noble and very beautiful decision that was made by Olympic Games to include the team refugees. It's wonderful. It's very inspiring. It's also very heartfelt, very sad at the same time. You know, I come from a country that had several wars during the 90s, so many refugees that I've, you know, been living actually very close to me in my neighborhood. I know a lot of people that lost their home, their families, so it's wonderful to see, again, going back to what I was saying at the beginning of the influence and the power of the sport, of how sport can actually serve as an incredible platform, even for the people that have lost their homes, you know, and lost their families, and really also lost the hope for life. And then sport gives them back that hope and serves as an incredibly inspirational vehicle. So that's something that I always love to see in the Olympic Games. You know, how they do, I support them, get inspired by them. So I'll definitely pay close attention in Paris as well.
Then one final question on the left.
To your left, Novak. Craig Ray from Daily Maverick in South Africa. Many congratulations on your award tonight.
Thank you.
Well done. Martina Navratilova and Boris Becker spoke about how tennis has become more global in the last few decades, but Africa has fallen behind. And as I'm from South Africa, what, in your opinion, could be done to grow the sport of tennis in Africa?
That's a very good question. I think that there needs to be just more involvement from the people who are part of the tennis ecosystem with Africa, with South Africa, with all the African continent, all the countries there. Of course, there is a huge potential, and we know that in a way we can't compete with football. Football is, you know, of course, in a different league, but we are one of the most global sports that is followed over 100 years already globally, and played in so many different countries. I think, you know, over 60 countries. So I think it's important that there is a strategy, you know, overall. I think general strategy from people who are part of the tennis ecosystem, and also on a kind of a smaller level, also just visits from myself or Nadal, Federer, Serena, whoever, you know, from the legends of the sport is going to go a long way, I think, as well. So, I mean, I have never been to Africa, and I intend to go in the very near future, because I've been always very interested and intrigued by Africa and African countries, and I really want to explore and experience that. And you never know, maybe through Laureus, with Laureus I can do something with their foundation. We can, you know, combine my foundation with their foundation. I don't know. I mean, it's a good question, good thought, and I think tennis deserves to be grown in that continent, and particularly South Africa, that has tennis tradition, you know, and has some big names. The most recent one with, of course, Kevin Anderson, that I've played with in the finals of Wimbledon as well years ago. So, you know, hopefully that can change in a positive way.
NOVAK DJOKOVIC, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck for the rest of the season.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.